Very good morning, students. So we already discussed types of ratios. So first one is liquidity ratio. So liquidity ratio can be classified into current ratio and liquid ratio or quick ratio or acid test ratio. Okay. So that's what we're going to discuss today. So current ratio and liquid ratio. So here, what is the meaning of current ratio? To measure the short-term solvency of the business. Okay, so day-to-day working capital we are going to calculate. So accordingly, current ratio is very important. Okay, so what is current ratio? So nothing but proportions of current assets to current liabilities. Okay, so like firm's ability is equal to meets its current obligations. So what is the formula for current ratio? Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, so that's also very important ratio. Then here the next, what is the current assets? So current assets nothing but current investments, inventories, other name is called stock. Then trade receivables nothing but debtors plus bills receivables. Okay, then cash and cash equivalents, then short-term loans and advances, then prepaid expenses, advance tax, accrued income. Okay, these are the current assets. So the one more important information we already discussed. What is current assets? So assets which is realized within the year. Okay. The same manner, what is the current liabilities? Okay. So what is the current liabilities? Current liabilities nothing but short-term borrowings, trade payables, then creditors, trade payables nothing but creditors and bills payable, then other current liabilities, then short-term provisions, then other current liabilities. What is the other current liabilities? Here the examples, current maturities of long-term debts. Okay, whenever debts maturity on that particular year, so that is the current maturities. Then interest accrued but not due on borrowings. Okay, anyway interest accrued you have to pay, but due date is not coming. While other is interest accrued but due on borrowings, you have to pay. Then outstanding expenses. What is outstanding expenses? We already discussed the final accounts. What is the meaning of outstanding expenses? So not yet paid. Okay. Then unclaimed dividend. So whenever shareholders you have to pay a dividend. So still the shareholder not claimed dividend. That we want to show in a current liabilities. Current liabilities is coming under current other current liabilities. Okay. Then finally calls in advance. So calls in advance, same manner in shareholders. So the shareholder paid in advance for his money. Okay, so these are the example of current liabilities. Okay, so that's what our, I repeat once again, liquidity ratio, the current ratio and liquid ratio. Here for current ratio and liquid ratio, we first of all you should know what is the meaning of current assets, what is the meaning of current liabilities. Okay, current assets I will once again show you. These are the very important. You should be memorized for all these items, current assets and current liabilities. Okay, the current liabilities. Short-term borrowings, trade payables, other current liabilities, current maturities on long-term debts, interest accrued but not due on borrowings, interest accrued but due on borrowings, then outstanding expenses, then unclaimed dividends and calls in advance. Okay, so that's what. Then what is the current ratio formula? I repeat once again, the current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay. Okay, now you see the one example about accounting ratio from the following balance sheet of Radha Limited as at 31st March 2020. Calculate current ratio, okay, and liquid ratio. So here one of the balance sheet problem given, equity and liabilities. See here, equity and liabilities. So clearly mentioned share capital, reserves and surplus, non-current liabilities, long-term borrowings, current liabilities, short-term borrowings, and short-term provisions. Similarly, here amount is there. See, so here one of the balance sheet item clearly mentioned. So equity and liabilities and non-current liabilities and current liabilities. Similarly, asset side. See asset side, they given non-current assets, under that fixed assets, tangible assets. Okay, 10 lakhs, current assets, inventories 4 lakhs, trade receivables 3 lakhs, cash and cash equivalents 2 lakhs, 75 lakhs, other current assets 75 lakhs. So all total comes together 20 lakhs 50,000. This is the balance sheet they given. From the balance sheet, how you are going to do liquidity problem? Okay. Here the additional information they given. Inventories include loose tools of 1 lakh, other current assets. So here what is other current asset? Nothing but prepaid expenses 25,000, advance tax 50,000. Okay, now how to do current ratio? First of all you have to mention always formula. Each and every problem you have to mention the formula. So what's the current ratio? Current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, so from that we want to prepare the working notes. First you want to do current assets like this. So why I am telling you do like the vertical format, you can do the addition very easily. You see how I done it. So whenever the more current asset, you write like this. That's a vertical format. See, inventory is 3 lakhs. So in the from the how it became inventory 3 lakhs. So it is we have to relate loose tools. Okay, loose tools coming under assets. Okay, that's why from the 4 lakh we deduct 1 lakh loose tools from the given information 3 lakhs. Then trade receivables 3 lakhs and cash equivalents 3 lakh 75. 2 lakh 75, sorry. Then other current asset 25,000. The total comes to our current assets is 9 lakhs. Okay, now current assets prepared. Then similarly, again current liabilities you want to prepare. Same manner, short-term borrowings 3 lakh 50,000, trade payables 50,000, short-term borrowings 50,000. Okay, so our current liabilities total coming 4 lakh 50,000. See, I shown very clearly. Okay, this is what our current liabilities. Now we can put the according to formula. So current assets coming already, see current assets already done it 9 lakh na. That 9 lakh I prepared here 9 lakh. Then 4 lakh 50 is our current liabilities. The answer is 2:1. You want to write this 2:1. So 4 lakh 50. So 2 times 9 lakhs. So 2 into 4 lakh 50 become 9 lakhs. You want to do 2 into 1. So we can do an expression. Okay. So how to express here? Here proportion. Current ratio always proportion. Here what is the ideal ratio? As a business you should know the acceptable current ratio differs from industry to industry depending on the risk involved. So current assets should be twice the current liabilities. That in which current asset is 2, current liabilities is 1. That's what the idea. So generally the accepted standard of current ratio is 2:1. You can say 2:1. Okay, that's what. If the current ratio is 2 or more, so now you can say our firm is adequately liquid and shall be able to meet its current obligation. That is the idea behind that. Okay. Suppose current ratio is less than 2, so naturally the firm may face difficulty in meeting the current obligation. That is the day-to-day activities. That's what you should be very careful. What is the current liabilities and current assets should be the 2:1. That is the standard equation. Okay, that's what the idea here. Then now, so this problem over for this. Now going for the another example. They given the example current ratio is 2.5. Okay, 2.5. Working capital is 60,000. Calculate the amount of current assets and current liabilities. Okay, here only the two information given. Now you are going to calculate what is the current assets and current liabilities. Okay, so as you know already, current ratio, you want to mention once again current assets divided by current liabilities. Then, so we know already the current ratio they given 2.5 is equal to, you put the formula. Here you can substitute the formula. Okay, so current assets is equal to, already we know what is our current asset. Okay, so 2.5 into current liabilities. Okay, into current liabilities. I consider as let current liabilities be X. So the current asset is equal to 2.5 into X. That is the idea. You want to form the equation. Now coming for the working capital. They all see as a sum I shown now. Here working capital 60,000 given. Okay. So similarly, a working capital 60,000. So working capital formula I said already, difference between current assets and current liabilities. Nothing but working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Okay. Now you can substitute. As you know, working capital is 60,000. Okay. So here 2.5x current assets. What you mentioned then minus x. So 60,000 is equal to 2.5x minus x 1.5x. Okay. So now you can see. So 60,000 is equal to 1.5x. Then x is equal to 60,000 divided by 1.5. The answer is 40,000. Once you simplify, here only the calculation is very, very important. Division. How you cancel the zeros. Okay. So current liability is 40,000. Now we can understood how to do current liabilities. Now similarly, as you know, current assets is equal to, already we formed the equation. See, current assets is equal to 2.5 into current liabilities. Same manner. Now we got the current liabilities. Now you can substitute current asset is equal to 2.5 into 40,000. It become 1 lakh. Okay, now that's what current assets and current liabilities for this problem we identified and we prepared easily. So likewise from the ratio, they can ask what is the amount of current assets and current liabilities, reverse manner. Okay, that's what our second one of the best example about our liquidity ratio. Okay, current ratio. So calculate another example. See another example. Calculate current ratio from the following. Here they given working capital 1,50,000. Total liabilities other than shareholders fund. Okay, they given. Say except shareholders fund 3,25,000. The long term debts they given 2,50,000. Okay. Now from the available information how to do. So based on the information only we can pick up the information. Okay. So as you know already I said na. So current ratio first duty you have to mention the formula. So current ratio is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Then current liabilities is equal to, as you know, total liabilities minus long term debts, you can get current liabilities. Okay. That's what total liabilities you can deduct from long term liabilities. As given in the problem, you know already total liabilities 3,25,000. Then long term debts 2,50,000. So our answer is now current liabilities 75,000. Okay. Now working capital I said already. The working capital formula current assets minus current liabilities. Okay. So you already know what is the working capital. See again I will tell you the working capital from the problem 1,50,000. Here I am going to substitute. Working capital is 1,50,000 is equal to current assets right now we don't know. Okay. But current liabilities just now we got it 75,000. Now we are going to substitute current asset is equal to, so reverse the manner, working capital plus current liabilities. One current working capital come this side. Okay, that is the idea. So minus become plus, current liability minus become plus. Suppose working capital coming from our left hand side to right hand side become plus. That is the mathematical calculation. So 1,50,000 working capital plus 75,000. Now the answer is 2,25,000. Okay, that's what this problem, the third example, now you understood very easily. Okay, then our next example. So here a company had current assets of 3 lakhs and current liabilities of 1,40,000. Okay. So afterwards it purchased goods for 20,000 on credit. Okay. From this situation calculate current ratio after the purchase. That is the sum they given. Here you want to find out what is our current ratio. Okay. During the purchase of 20,000. So whenever purchases, what is the effect? See, current ratio I said na. Again, you want to mention current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, here what you have to do? Current assets we know only 3 lakhs. So when you purchase, naturally what will happen? Stock increased. Okay, that's why add a plus 20,000. So whenever stocks purchased on credit, so naturally creditors also increase. Okay, that's why I mentioned here 1,40,000 current liabilities plus 20,000. So both sides we had 20,000 for purchase of stock. So naturally the purchase increased. That's why my stock included. That's why 3 lakhs become now 3,20,000. Then 1,40,000 become 1,60,000. How the creditors? Okay, when you purchase on credit, our creditor will increase. So that's what 1,40,000 plus 20,000. Okay, so now 3,20,000 divided by 1,60,000. So now the proportionate 2:1. Okay, that is the idea for this problem. Okay, so likewise you have to work out the whatever the available problem in our NCERT book. Okay. So as we discussed earlier under the liquidity ratio, current ratio discussed. Now the second one is liquid ratio or quick ratio or acid test ratio. For this we already discussed. Name is 3 different names: liquid ratio or quick ratio or acid test ratio. So here the measures, what is the liquid ratio? Measures the ability of the enterprise to meet its short-term financial obligations. Okay, so same manner what in current ratio, same manner. it establishes the relationship between liquid assets and current liabilities. Here we can easily understood, if you understood current ratio, liquid ratio very easy. So only the idea became liquid ratio nothing but quick assets minus inventories. Okay, here see the formula. Liquid or also called quick ratio is equal to liquid assets or quick assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, so the liquid assets nothing but you can deduct current assets minus inventories minus prepaid expenses. So the question arises, why you are going to deduct inventories and prepaid expenses? Okay, so simply whenever the inventories, it takes time before inventory can be converted into cash. Okay, so the conversion of cash is not an easy thing. Okay, it takes some time. Similarly, our prepaid expenses also. Expenses, what is the prepaid expenses? The expenses paid in advance. Okay, so naturally cannot be converted into cash. Okay, that's why you are going to deduct from the current assets, inventories and prepaid expenses. You can get liquid assets or quick assets. Okay, that is the idea. Okay, here idle ratio, quick ratio, you have 1:1. It is an accepted standard. So what I discussed earlier, our current ratio 2:1. Here quick ratio always 1:1. Okay, that is the idea here. Okay, now you should know difference between current ratio and liquid or quick assets. Very, very important this. So difference here very, very, very important. Okay. The first one is relationship. As a current ratio, relationship between current assets and current liabilities. Okay, that's what the relationship. As a liquid ratio, a relationship between liquid assets and current liabilities. Here the current liabilities is the same. Only the difference current assets and liquid assets according to the heading. Now the assessment. So what is the assessment here? The current liabilities within 12 months from the date of balance sheet or within the period of operating cycle. Okay, that is the assessment based upon current ratio. And coming for the liquid ratio, its ability to meet current liabilities immediately. Okay, but here within 12 months, here you have to meet immediately. That is the assessment. Okay, now third important thing. See, the third one. What is the ideal ratio? The third one, ideal ratio is 2:1. Okay, here the ideal ratio is 1:1. See here. Okay, so ideal ratio is 2:1. Here 1:1. Now the measurement. Here not considered to be better than liquid or quick ratio. To be measured short-term financial position. Okay, short-term financial position. Okay, here the spelling mistake. Okay, so financial position. Then here similarly considered to be better than current ratio according to our, see, according to liquid quick ratio, current ratio to be measured short-term financial position. That's what the four important based upon our relationship, based upon our assessment, based upon our ideal ratio and measurement. Okay, that's what the differences is very, very important. I will show you once again very clearly. See. Okay, now I will see the example. So how to do calculate liquid ratio from the following information. Okay, here current liabilities given 50,000, current assets they given directly 80,000, inventories 25,000, prepaid expenses 5,000, trade receivables 30,000. As I said, na. So always you have to mention here liquid ratio formula, liquid assets divided by current liabilities. Now liquid assets. How to do liquid assets? So as we know, current assets minus inventories minus prepaid expenses, we can get liquid asset. That's what from the information, current assets we know already 80,000, inventories we have to deduct 25,000, prepaid expenses. So 80,000 minus 25,000 minus 5,000, now we will get 50,000. That is our quick assets or liquid assets. Now you can substitute the formula. So quick assets divided by current liabilities. So 50,000 just now we got it. As you know 50,000, see current liabilities you know already 50,000. So 50,000 divided by 50,000, you get the equation 1:1. That is the proportionate. Okay, that's what this problem 1:1. We identified liquid ratio. Okay, now coming for the second example. Calculate liquid ratio, quick ratio, acid test ratio. Okay, the three name for the same liquid ratio they asked. It may be called quick ratio or acid test ratio. So keep in your mind whenever one more question they will ask what is the other name called for quick ratio. Okay, then you can mention liquid ratio or acid test ratio. Okay, so working capital the given. So 1,80,000 total debts, nothing but outside liabilities 3,90,000. Long term debts 3 lakhs. Then inventories they given 90,000. Okay. So as we mentioned, what is solution? Okay. Here liquid assets first we want to identify. What is the liquid assets? Liquid assets, what is the formula? Liquid asset ratio, liquid assets or quick asset divided by current liabilities. Okay. Now current liabilities, how to do current liabilities? Here we have to deduct from our outside liabilities. Okay, nothing but total liabilities minus long term debt. We will get the current liabilities. The difference between outside liabilities and long term debts. Okay, 3,90,000 minus 3 lakhs, you will get 90,000. That's what you got now, current liabilities. Now current assets. So as you know already, current assets, working capital minus current liabilities. Okay. Sorry, here not minus, here plus. Okay. So working capital plus current liabilities, equation. So as you know, working capital is equal to current assets minus current liability. We are going to find out current assets. The formula is reversed. Nothing but working capital plus current liability. That should be very careful always. Okay. So 1,80,000 working capital. As we said now, I'll see the formula from the problem they given 1,80,000. Okay. At 1,80,000, we are going to substitute here. 1,80,000 plus current liabilities 90,000. You get 2,70,000. Now, okay. Now quick assets. How to get quick assets? We said no, from the current assets, just direct the inventories. Okay, here only the inventories only given. See the problem again, I will show you. See here, inventories only given 90,000. Okay, that's why from the whatever available current assets, how to calculate quick assets? Quick assets nothing but current assets minus inventories. Okay, here only you have to deduct inventories only. Okay, current assets just now we got it 2,70,000 minus 90,000. Inventories now become 1,80,000. 1,80,000. Now you can substitute the formula 1,80,000 divided by 90,000. So 2:1. Okay, that is the answer. We can get it here from the find out how to calculate liquid ratio. Okay. Now the third one. The current ratio of Krishna Limited is 4.5:1. Okay, here the ratio given. Here liquid ratio also they given 3:1. Okay, if its inventories are 3 lakhs, find out its current liabilities, current assets and quick assets. Okay, you are going to calculate reverse manner. From the available ratios, you have to calculate current liabilities, current assets and quick assets. Okay, now current liabilities we don't know, so I consider as X. Okay, current ratio they given in the formula from the problem. Okay, they given current ratio from the problem 4.5:1. Okay, now you can substitute. So current ratio you know already the formula. Current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, once you substitute, okay, current ratio already given from the problem. I substituted here. See, 4.5 is equal to. Now current assets divided by current liabilities we don't know. So we consider that X. Once you get the equation, current assets is equal to cross multiplication. Current assets is equal to 4.5 into X. Okay, that is the idea. Okay, with cross multiplication, current 4.5 into current liabilities. Okay, considered X. Similarly, liquid assets, same manner, we consider 3X. Okay, now what is liquid assets? So as we said, now here they given only inventories. Liquid assets nothing but current assets minus inventories, because you are only deducted inventories only they given. Okay, that's why once you deduct from the current assets, you will get liquid assets. As you know already, liquid assets current ratio they given. So we already taken 3X is equal to current asset, just now we got it 4.5X minus 3 lakhs. Okay, so now we will form the equation 4.5 minus 3x, we get 1.5x is equal to 3 lakhs. Okay, now x is equal to 3 lakhs divided by 1.5, you get the answer 2 lakhs. Okay, here the division you want to work out very carefully. Okay, so here only you should be very careful to identify. So 3 lakh divided by 1.5, the answer is 2 lakhs. Okay, now the current liability is 2 lakhs. Okay, now current assets we know already, we formed the equation. Current assets is equal to 4.5x. Here I shown current assets is equal to 4.5x. Okay, now we know what is the current liabilities. Now we are going to substitute 4.5x, 4.5 into x is 2 lakhs. Okay, now the answer is 4.5 into 2 lakhs. Okay, now current assets is 9 lakhs. Okay, now you got it current. Now quick assets. Quick assets, as you know, current assets minus inventories. Okay, once you got quick assets, just now you got it quick assets. Okay, current assets 9 lakhs minus inventories 3 lakhs. Okay, now 9 lakhs minus 3 lakhs you get 6 lakhs. Okay, this is the manner you can identify the problem in liquid assets or quick ratio or as it is ratio. Okay, accordingly you have to work out the problem. Okay, thank you.